RoadRants, Episode 1.
So the legacy you leave behind may not mean a thing in the face of what the millennials are learning now.
Welcome to RoadRants. I'm Frank Sardella, and I'm your host of this show, where I get on my soapbox and rant about stuff that's going to help you expand into your community and expand your profession. Join me now.
This is the premiere episode of the short podcast, From the Road. I'm going to give you a series of shorts as a companion to Will Work for Patients. And I have a rant for you today. Today's rant is called, Old McDonald Had a Pharma. Eli Lilly, no. And I'm sorry, Eli Lilly, to pick on you specifically. I'm not singling you out. You're all screwed, but your name just happened to fit into the song. So I'm using you for the moment because you're out there creating destruction. What am I talking about? You know, I'm writing a book for someone right now. And I happen to use the word medical pharma complex, a coined phrase that I've been saying, medical pharma complex. And I saw it in writing when I was editing this book. And you know what happened? I realized something. There's no such thing as the medical pharma complex. Its rightful name, truthfully, the pharma complex. Because medicine isn't involved in the controversy. They're entangled in it. Pharma manipulates medical. You could say, okay, it's the government pharma complex. Guess what? Pharma manipulates government. It traces back to money. And money manipulates government. Pharma has money. So it's the pharma complex. And the government and medicine are not themselves culprits in this. They are entangled in it. They are embroiled in it. They are entrapped by pharma with nowhere to turn. Sure, there are ethics. Sure, there are morals. Sure, there are scruples. Sure, there are deep-seated principles that people have gone back on. But there is evidence that people in government, and especially medicine, want to help. I had a heart-to-heart talk. Juliana Owens, she's my medical referral coach. She came to me with her program. And the first thing she said to me is she said, Frank, I want you to know about something that I found out about medical doctors. By and large, from going out and talking to them in volume, personally. And you know what she told me? She told me something shocking. And you'll probably be shocked about this too. That the majority of the medical doctors that she met actually got into practice to help people. They thought they were helping. They were people just like us. In fact, still are. And the second thing that she said she found was that along that line, they right now are looking for better answers. That they've destroyed their own inner sense of purpose and hope. That they could provide help from someone because the help that they're giving they know is not the end solution. They know medicine isn't going to cure somebody. They know surgery isn't going to cure somebody. And they're devastated about that. They're broken up about that. And they still do want to help. And we have the solutions and we can help them help others. And that's the theme of today's rant from the road. We too oftentimes stamp labels on everybody. If they're not with chiropractic, they're bad. And that is not true. Medical doctors are there to help, and they do, you must admit, have their place in society. A chiropractic adjustment is not going to handle an emergency car accident, unconscious, broken neck situation. There are uses for medicine, and these doctors want to help, and they get skilled at their craft to be able to help, and then they get there and they find out that they can't. Consider yourself. You had the purpose to do it, and guess what? You experienced some miracle of chiropractic, just as did I. And you went to chiropractic school to learn that skill already having experienced that miracle for yourself, already having seen for yourself that it works. Imagine for a moment if you decided you wanted to help people and that chiropractic was the way you were going to do it. And you went to chiropractic school for the number of years you go to chiropractic school for, and you got out and you got into practice, hung up your shingle, had patients come in and found out that chiropractic didn't work and you didn't get a single patient well, how would you feel? That's what your brothers, and yes, I'm going to say it, your brothers in medicine are going through right now. So not only do you have the power to heal people with chiropractic, you have the power to heal the failures of medicine, to heal the majority who suffer from the consequences of failed attempts at helping their patients, of having no alternatives but drugs and surgery. You yourself know what drugs and surgery do to people. Guess what? So do medical doctors. And they have no choice, they feel. So what alternative do they have except to give up hope and to continue doing what they're doing and to hope to get to retirement someday and maybe make a little tiny itty-bitty influence on someone's life when they could be teaming up with you and working together on patient cases? And that's what I want you to do. I don't care if you do it with us or not. I really don't. If you want to know what I'm really about, go to screeningexperts.com, hover over the About tab, and go and look at the mission statement that I put there, the vision that I put there, and the end product of what I do that's there. It doesn't matter whether I get that for you or not. I want that product. That describes why I do what I do. But whether you work with me or not, to learn great techniques to do that, I want that for you anyway. I want you to reach out to those medical doctors. Now, yes, many people have done that and failed, and perhaps you're listening to this right now cursing me, saying that I've been down that road before. I've tried to enlighten the MDs. They're too thick-headed. They don't get it. That's where you need help, and that's where you should approach me. And that's where you should call and have a 5 to 10 minute conversation with me about it, if only to rant and rave. I don't care. That's why I'm on a rant right now. Because I cannot watch TV anymore. I'm ruined on television. And it's really bothersome. There's a lot of great programming on there, but guess who's monopolizing all the primetime programming? Who's bankrolling it? Have you seen the commercial that says, before fibromyalgia? I was able to... How many times have we in our scripting been asking people, how is it affecting your life? Pharmaceutical companies know that's the right way. But guess what? They know the exact things already. They've surveyed people. They've spent billions to find that out. Before fibromyalgia, I was... And some pitiful-looking actress, who viewers of the commercial know is an actress, yet believe, and they go and follow the call to action. What's the call to action? Ask your doctor. If you're not their doctor, who are they asking? They're asking someone who's given up hope and whose only companion right now, and I use the term loosely, are the dozen or so pharmaceutical reps that are approaching them every single day. And what are those pharmaceutical reps doing? Besides whining and dining them on the prescription drug, they're giving them information, false information about the drugs. And the doctors, in desperation to help their patients, are accepting it. Why? Because there are no alternatives. It's the only thing that's being offered to them. So I'm calling you out right now. I'm calling you out. And I don't care if you've had trouble doing it before. If you had trouble doing it before, then I'm calling you out because you haven't reached out for anyone to help you do it. Because I myself have done it. I know people who have done it. I have people on my staff who have done it. I have clients who have done it. I have friends who have done it. So there are no excuses right now. I'm calling you out to reach out to the medical doctors in your community. And I want you to talk to me about it. You should talk to me about it. If you're having any reservations, misgivings, anything on the subject, you should contact me to talk about it. Talk about it. Talk it out. I don't care what it takes. I'm calling you out right now. Why am I calling you out? Why am I taking such a tone with you right now? Because this is a desperate situation. Desperate times, desperate measures. And we got to start getting desperate now, folks. There's not a lot of time. What's happening right now? Millennial versus Gen X. Survivor is exploiting that this fall 2016 season. Millennials against Gen X. They're making it seem so playful and oh, ha, 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 look how the generations are at odds with each other. You know what's the dangerous part of that? It's not that they're at odds with each other. It's not like us versus our parents when we were growing up, and the generations don't understand each other, they don't get along. The dangerousness is we are being phased out. And the importance of the millennials is that they are wiping out the older generation's thought. And the older generation thought is being positioned as bad, dangerous, not necessary, outdated. And they're learning the new healthcare. And it's not a good picture. So the legacy you leave behind may not mean a thing in the face of what the millennials are learning now. And we may be wiped off the face of the earth, not because we were attacked frontally, but because we were insidiously infiltrated and waited out until we're in our graves to be obliterated from the picture. All they have to do is wait for us to be gone, and the next generation is theirs. And I'm not willing to see that anymore. That's what I'm reminded of when I watch TV, when the news comes on, and I see about viruses, which I know already is going to set up a pitch for more vaccines, which you know it's gotten out of control. It's rampant. We need to change that right now. And that's where I'm calling you out. That's the challenge that I'm giving you, and I'm hoping you will have a renewed sense of purpose and your mission and your vision for your practice and your personal pursuits in chiropractic to be able to not just heal the world. It's not about that anymore. We have to heal the thinking, and we have to heal the healers. We have to get them on our team. We're not against them. We need them on our team. They can help us, and we can help them. And that's the challenge that I'm giving you. I would like you to take that to heart. I would like you to think about that tonight for a few minutes before you close your eyes and go to sleep. And I want you to think about it a little bit when you get up in the morning. I'd like you to think about it when you're adjusting patients. I would like you to think about what your part in that is. Whether it's just going out today and getting another patient in the clinic, or whatever it is that you can do from your position there. But I want you to go after these MDs and get through to them any way you can. And if you strike out, it doesn't mean that they're your enemy. It means that you have to work harder at it. It doesn't mean you're not a hard worker. To say that, working harder at it just means that you didn't estimate how much work it takes to get the job done, and you gave up before you did any of that. That's my challenge to you. You've been called out. This has been Rant from the Road. Tune in for the next one. Send me feedback, frank@screeningexperts.com, or call me personally, 845-219-1101. Contact me either way. I want to hear from you. I want you to weigh in on this, and I want you to go on your own rant and go make this happen. Thanks for listening.
Hey, if you like this Road Rant, hit me up at frank@screeningexperts.com and give me some feedback, and I'll see you in the next episode.
RoadRants is a Sardella creative production. Copyright brought to you by Screening Experts, LLC. Musical score written and produced by Frank Sardella, ASCAP. Screening Experts, unscripted simplicity. For more information, visit screeningexperts.com.